Well, hello there to all of my Geminis. All right, Geminis, let's get right into your reading. Let's see what's in your cards, Geminis. We're coming up on this full moon in Scorpio, and then also it's a full moon in Scorpio, but it's a flower moon, right? So the emphasis really is going to be on growing wherever you're planted. So if you're planting into a new job, growing right there. Make sure you got all the elements that's going to make sure you grow. Make sure you grow, right? That means getting rid of anything that is tying you or keeping you chained to anything unhealthy or wounded around money and around your relationships with people, right? And if you're unclear, this is where, okay, what is keeping you chained to unhealthy relationships with people, self-worth, some energies that made you try to feel worthless, whatever. You're trying to grow where you're planted. So that's water, right? Scorpio is a water sign. We're not talking about the Scorpios that you know, but Scorpio rules 8th house. And that's a rebirth, right? You're trying to go through a rebirth, right? So I honor each day with gratitude. So honor each day with gratitude, Geminis. Let's see if there's messages from your ancestors. And we're going to get into it. Yeah, let's get into it. I prayed over everyone's cards. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. General reading. Let's do it. All right, first card. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. And that's including when you guys are asleep. Their demon is pride. Their demon is pride. Somebody could be very prideful. At this point, you should be able to recognize it. Because if you've experienced having a prideful spirit in the past, because the only demon really is within, right? And so it's like when people say real recognize real, pride recognizes pride. So if you've had a prideful spirit in the past, you should be able to recognize that and still rise above it, above judging them, but also not being under their judgment, right? So let's say you move to a new job, right, as we're laying these cards out. So honoring each day with gratitude. Journal your journey. You want to make sure you're journaling your journey, right? Don't give yourselves a headache over something. Please don't, right? Your laughter is medicine. Please don't give yourselves a headache over anything where you feel like you're being judged. Angel Gabriel, the messenger of God, is with you, right? So somebody wants to call, but they haven't changed. They haven't changed. Whoever it is, they haven't changed. Third eye chakra cleanse, right? So that's the eye of God, right? And so you are who they prayed for. So don't let your mind play tricks on you. Like if somebody wants to reach out to you, and they want to call you, but they haven't changed because of their pride in something they may have done to you, but they don't want to apologize for whatever they may have done to you, then don't call them. Just don't call them. Just rise above it. Recognize it and just be like, hey, move on. Just move on. Move on. You're not playing games. You're not playing games. Somebody is a druid, a kind of malevolent, nocturnal spirit associated with nightmares. They could be around other energies that are telling them, we're proud of you for being so mature, not reaching out to Gemini first. Let them reach out to you. You're not playing those games. Here we have listen to your inner voice. You're not playing those games. They have not been completely honest. You're not playing those games. You are who they prayed for. I see you being booked and busy, not burdened at all. Yeah, if you start noticing that you're the one because remember your energy is directed outward, Geminis, right? And you're ruled by Mercury, if you feel like you're the one that's always making the phone calls, the text messages, reaching out, and they're always in receiving mode, that is toxic energy. Doesn't matter if it's masculine or feminine, it's toxic, period. That's an imbalance, and there's energies that's behind that. It's like somebody is being controlled like a puppet. And so source is saying you're not focusing on that. They're amongst incubi and succubi. But somebody is literally sucking the life out of them. Like, meaning, not necessarily in the physical sense. Some energies are draining them. And they're trying to get into your energy through them. So they're saying, okay, don't reach out to, remember y'all are reaching, and I know this because y'all are ruled by Mercury. Don't reach out to Gemini. Let Gemini reach out to you. That's the only connection that you all will have. is if you reach out to them first, and then they can say that they calling you back, or they texting you back, or they returning something that belongs. Source is saying no, they're amongst the incubi, they're amongst sex demons. So it's time to start dating again, because somebody wants to know what's going on in your life, but again, their demon is pride. They won't reach out to you first. They'll make it seem like they're calling you back. So somebody never stopped loving you. It's time to go ahead and pull out the sword. Time to go ahead and cut ties. Completely cut ties, for real. Being amongst sex demons does not mean that they're having sex, just so we're crystal clear. You can be surrounded by energies where you can't even see straight. You can't even, but eventually it could happen. Let me just say it this way. You can take a person who is not a drinker at all. They may be completely turned off by alcohol because they saw something growing up. They said, no, never will their lips even touch it. Right? But if they're around a bunch of people, peer pressure, that's trying to separate them from you and trying to make them grow up, no matter what their age is. Remember, this speaks to sacral chakra, and you're trying to teach people how to have healthy ways of pouring into themselves. These energies are teaching them unhealthy ways of pouring into themselves, right? The best you got for them, the best you can do for them is pray for them, because their demon is pride. So that feels good for them, being around, either they're around people where it makes them proud to be able to hold on to themselves, that they're not the ones that's sleeping around, so they can look down on the people that's around them. That's what I'm keep trying to tell somebody. It's not always about somebody sleeping with somebody. They could literally be around whoever these energies are, or energy. They could be around people where they now feel like they're the one at the highest one above everybody else. Right? And people would be telling them that you're the one that's a monk, inks you by and suck you by. Somebody could be telling them, no, you need to save yourself. You need to make yourself pure. You're around a bunch of, Jezebel spirits, man or woman. You're around a bunch of Jezebel spirits, and could be saying that you're one. So Source is saying, listen to your intuition and honor each day with gratitude. Yeah, third eye, open your third eye. Open your third eye. Yeah, is a Leo involved in something? Yeah, who is determined to bring out a shadow side to them and to you that causes a separation there. And so something about their energy is very prideful, like the way that they walk is very prideful, right? Something about this energy is very prideful. They're really on a high horse, but they feel like they wanted to take you down off of a high horse, like they saw you as competition in some way, shape, form, or fashion, Gemini. So it's just saying to you, it don't really matter. You're not trying to control anybody's demons at all. It's not a competition. It is not a competition. If that's what they believe, then they're going to be forever spying on you. You're not giving it any attention. You're not paying these two any attention whatsoever. There's a Leo who sees you as competition. They feel like there's only one throne in the universe, Gemini, and they feel like, okay, they on their high horse, telling everybody that you on your high horse. I mean, that's a complete weirdo. Yeah. And something is happening really, really fast. So Source is saying to you, you're not falling for that mess. They want you winning. Like I said, you winning something is happening really, really fast. It's just weird to somebody, because you're an air sign. That's really weird to you as an air sign, that somebody would even see you as competition, for real, because you don't see them as competition. You're high vibrational. So that's why you're not paying them any mind. You're just like, you don't want to be a part of that kind of energy, you gotta pull out somebody's darkness in order to shine a light on. You're not interested in that. You're too high vibrational. Yeah, it's not a competition. That's not something. How do you compete with something? You didn't even sign up for something. Here we get 7 of Cups. It looked like a beauty pageant. Who looks the best? Who's this? I mean, I don't know if the person is younger than you are, or who. I don't know who this energy. And this could be a man or woman, right? If you're a man, it's somebody who's competing against. I know it's all women on this card, but it could be other men that somebody's like, okay, well, or if it's other women, that's what they're surrounded by people like to compare each other with people. That's not something you want to be a part of. So that's something that for you, when you're around people who try to treat you like you're on a high horse, exit stage left real fast. I mean, 8 looks like eyes. When you turn it to the side, when they almost look at you with that squint in their eyes, almost like with the jealousy or envy, that right there, think Cain and Abel, death, right? With the death stare. Source is saying that is when you need to leave. You need to just leave. You only want to be a part of it. You don't care who is. You don't care what people think, what they say. But I'm telling y'all are seeing all of these. You know, I love the fact that the younger generation, I don't know what people's ages are putting a lot of stuff on social media now about hanging out with men. I mean, you know, like that generation of people like wanting to be a part of a group or a crowd of something. Somebody acts like a teenager. I don't know who this is. They act like a teenager. So it's time for somebody to start dating again. That's not where you put your energy. Somebody is too mature for this. Yeah, you're way too mature for something. Something about plane ride or like somebody. Yeah, go ahead and get your rest. Yeah. Something about somebody flying somewhere or whatever. Like somebody sees you as competition. Like just something is ridiculous. Yeah. So like I said before, the scales from your eyes have been removed. Here we have the 5 of Swords here. Somebody's saying your words are going to be used against you in some way. That's what I say. That's why you're not giving any words to somebody. So keep your vibrations high. What it looks like is like there's some energies, like I said before, who are basically trying to say that you're on your high horse, right? And that you're a snake, or that you got away with something, or, you know, maybe you're lying about, I don't know, but you're on some kind of high horse or whatever. I don't know. Somebody's trying to bring out some kind of dark something about you or whatever. But what it really looks like, Gemini, is, and I'm talking to men and women, Gemini, just so we're crystal clear, is that somebody bought into a lie about you. Yeah, somebody bought into some kind of lie about you, and somebody fell for it hook, line, and sinker, and a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. Yeah, a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled, so. That's why people are saying, you know, trying to drag you back to something from the past. Where you said this and you said that, trying to use your words against you, trying to argue with you. As far as you're concerned, no energy for it. Yep. So somebody's basic, I don't know if it's somebody you're married to, somebody's son, or your son, or somebody's brother, you know. But Source is saying to you, something has been, like I said, fulfilled. Somebody wanted you and somebody to stop talking to each other. They got their wishes fulfilled. I mean, for real, like, they got their wishes fulfilled. They wanted to be on a throne. They wanted to be crowned whoever, Mr. or Miss something. Okay, good for them. That's good for them. The scales from your eyes have been removed. They feel like they won. Good for them. They got a wish fulfilled, but so did you. And as far as you're concerned, you want nothing to do with these energies whatsoever. Nothing to do with them. So, yeah, if that's how they operate, no. Yeah, his Madre Tierra. Yeah, you had nothing to do with these energies. Somebody wanted a wish fulfilled. They wanted to bring out some kind of darkness in you. They called somebody to lament, to cry about something. And that's what they wanted to do. That was a wish fulfilled for them. They wanted somebody to cry about something. They wanted to say you was a snake. I don't know if you're a man or a woman. They told somebody they can be a part of something, but that was part of the sacrifice, is to say that you were a snake. It caused them to cry, drink, probably until they threw up. You know, now they're part of some incubi, succubi group. They're telling people that your laughter is medicine. So somebody now really feels like, man, you know, I was wrong about Gemini. So anyway, like I said, but your doors are closed. There's no more conversation around it. People got to have their own brains. You got to have their own brains. So Somebody let somebody come between you and them. All because people surrounded them by what was their demons. So you're not judging them. Here we have Princess of Swords here. Whatever their demons were, somebody surrounded them by their demons. And so their demons could have been like, maybe for the first time in their lives, they were like, oh my God, look at all these men, look at all these women, oh my God, look at all the bright lights, look at all the alcohol, look at all the food. I mean, whatever their demons are, if it's food, they could have been, somebody could have said, look, you don't have to pay for nothing. You got free groceries for a whole year. All you have to do is sacrifice Gemini, and they said yes. They could have thought, hey, I could save a whole lot of money. But the thing about you making a deal with the devil and sacrificing somebody with that, even if it's something as simple as food, right? It never goes the way somebody thinks it's going to go. It doesn't go that way at all. Somebody was just determined to separate you and somebody else. And now somebody is feeling like a fool. But you're just walking away. You're walking away. I really don't. I think them being amongst incubi and succubi, I think now they may start sleeping with whoever this is. They may start sleeping around. But before, for them, it was prideful to rise above that. It was prideful for them to rise above it because they were like, no, you know, because it gave them something to look down on people for. You got to remember pride. They were hanging out with other prideful people who were on their high horse. But once you made a decision that somebody was judging you and saying that you were on a high horse, so let's expose their darkness, let's do this, and now the scales from your eyes have been removed, that they were part of this, and you know, now you sent that spell work back, and their words are being used against them. So it's just saying, this is you. This is you. So somebody never stopped loving you, but they made, because their water is so low now, their tide is low. See how like this right here, the tide is low. Right here, there's water. Right here, you see these rocks right here? They was out swimming in the deep water. Now the tide is low. Now they may, you know, like I said, be now that they're amongst incubi and succubi, remember, you grow where you're planted. Their water may be, they already surrounded by, like I said, a lot of energies. That's what they wanted. So I feel like you're going on a trip. That's one of your thing. I feel like you're going on a vacation to recharge and reset. Yeah, there we go. And so it's something you're speaking into existence. Something's gonna happen fast for you because it's one of someone's. Wait a minute. Is this? Wait a minute. Make sure. Okay, yeah. Somebody's flying somewhere. Somebody's flying on a trip. Yeah, you're gonna be talking to yeah, you're gonna be talking to somebody about going on a trip. Here we have the High Priest, right? So yeah. So you're gonna be talking to this is interesting. Yeah. Somebody's now learning how to get settled now. Somebody's learning how to get settled because they have also walked away from something. So somebody could be, you know, you and somebody could be now talking about going on vacation. You and somebody could now be talking about going on vacation. Yeah. Yeah, you and somebody could now be talking about going on vacation. So congratulations, because it's a tower moment. Somebody's having a total awakening. Like, somebody is really waking up and just like, I was a complete fool. Like, what the heck got a hold of me? It's like, it literally is like somebody was around something they had never seen before. Like, this is the first time somebody saw something so amazing and they just thought, oh my God, what is all of this? Right? What is all of this? So, and it just that was a sacrifice. Stop talking to Gemini, and you could have all these things. But it may have caused you to lament. You may lamenting could have been crying. You could have been shed tears, or they could have shed tears, right? But it's just like something you needed, and it's something that they needed, right? So you're grateful to God. You're grateful to God. But these energies who like to create all this chaos and confusion in people's lives, like, you want nothing to do with them. Yeah. That's what Source was trying to tell somebody, is stop going along with the flow. Because you all are highly adaptable signs. And Source is trying to tell you, stop going along with the flow of these energies who see you as competition. Who they give you the death stare. That's what it was. The death stare. Stop going along with stop going along with the flow. Open your mouth at that very moment. Is there a problem? Is there a problem? And that's not being mean spirited or whatever, because you're operating in the spirit of love. Is there a problem? Like, you're honoring each day with gratitude. You're coming in operating in the spirit of love. Like, what? Wait a minute, what happened? Hold on. Let's start over. Let's hit a reset button. What's this? What is this? Get it cleared up real fast. Get it cleared up real fast. Let people know you're not trying to be a part of something. If people looking you up and down and squinting eyes at you, and like, okay, who's telling you something? Like, what group you a part of? That you meeting somebody and they looking at you like you the problem. Like, what is this? Yeah. Yeah, here somebody may sing. Yeah, somebody was trying to end somebody's singing career. They wanted to limit you to sing into a hairbrush. I don't know who that is. But maybe you just sing around the house anyway. Maybe you're a singer, maybe you're not. I don't know. But bottom line is, all of that, like it's a competition. Like, okay, you don't know what that was. You don't know. I don't know. I don't even know who this is for, but somebody definitely saw you as competition and was looking at you like they're going to bring out the dark side, separate you, use your words against you, say you were sleeping around, you know, you got this and that going on. Like, what? The energy I'm picking up is that somebody don't even know who this is. That's the energy I'm picking up. Somebody might even know who this energy is, but they're part of somebody's religious, like church or something, but somebody sized you up. They look at you and just like, oh, that's not competition. So, anyway, every person's has their own personalized study plan in Earth School. Yeah, I mean, like, whoever it is who knows. Somebody saw you. I don't know who saw you as competition, Gemini, but somebody absolutely wanted people to cry. They wanted to compare themselves to you like it was in a beauty pageant. Like, what kind of energies are these energies hanging out with? Everybody has their own personalized calling. Like, Source calls everybody to do something, like inner calling from Source. So, I don't know. Here we have knowledge. Yeah, so, I feel like somebody is kind of an open book. Like, you may not have any knowledge of, like, who, whatever. I don't even, like I said, whoever is creating some kind of imaginary competition. I feel like something was an imaginary competition. That's what I'm looking at in your cards here. So, but your doors are closed to that craziness. Yeah, but anyway, somebody wants to call you, but they haven't changed. But anyway, that's it. If that's who they are, yeah, work through your fears. Yeah. Yep. Somebody was trying to get you caught up in some kind of a sting. Like, sting you to death. That's what the Tower card is. That is like trying to get you, almost like you washing out of something. Like, basically, that's a number 8, right? Somebody took one look at you and said, oh, that's easy. That's easy. We can eliminate that energy right there. And you're not even knowing that you're a part of a competition. So I don't know who I'm talking to, Gemini, but somebody, whether you're a man or woman, I don't know, but somebody took one look at you and said, oh, that's light work. Somebody said they look better. They're going to align themselves with people who are going to find out your you know, the dirt on you. They started with an open, like I said, they like, oh, they're an open book. We can get all the knowledge. We can write whatever we want to write on these pages about them. We'll write a book of stuff about this energy right here. They flying here, they traveling, they sing, Like it's something about you kind of sort of just kind of going along with the flow. Somebody was just taking notes, like just literally copying you to phase you out. Yep. That's what the energies was doing. Literally, that's why all this water is here. Copying you to phase you out. And they were working with a church or a religious organization. So church, when I say church, okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be a church, mosque, or temple. It could be like a religious organization, a society that starts out with prayer, ends with prayer. That kind of thing, right? But yeah, you're working through your fears, but yeah. Your ancestors made way too many sacrifices. Yeah, for you to go through another sacrifice. Your ancestors made enough sacrifices. Somebody wants you to compete with something. If somebody feels like they want you to compete for something because they feel like you're on some kind of a high horse. Something is already closed out though. And somebody's lamenting over something. So your wishes are being fulfilled. And so somebody almost like wants you to compete for something that's already yours. So if that means it's your child, your son, like this right here, or your daughter or something like that, somebody wants you to compete for what's already yours, what you already created. Meaning like somebody's looking for you to save them. You don't have to. If it's an adult, you can tell them, hey, make your choice. You're okay with whatever choice they choose. If it's a spouse, like I said before, tell them, make their choice. Whoever it is, make their choice. That's up to them. You ain't trying to control. If you got to do all of that to try to control somebody, nope. You're focusing on you. You ain't trying to be looped into nothing as far as these energies are concerned. Nope. When I look at your cards here, and especially as an air sign, your energy being directed outward and the sacrifices that you made already, you being looped into something, it looks like the way, it really is the way that whoever this is going about it. It's like it's so sneaky. It's so sneaky. That's, yeah. Yeah, here's the Justice card. Yeah, these energies like to do stuff behind people's backs in court. Like, And it could just be spiritual court, too. They just like to do stuff behind people's backs in court. As far as you're concerned, you're just like, Because their logic, whoever this is, I don't know who I'm talking to, Gemini, but somebody's logic is like, I'm not going to tell somebody I'm going to sneak up on them and attack them. It's like it's a war for them. Like everything for them is like, you're the enemy, so I'm not going to alert the enemy that I'm in war with the enemy. Like, it's the enemy within. Everything for them is the enemy outside of them. It's the enemy within. As far as you're concerned, y'all not on the same frequency. Y'all really not on the same frequency. And that scales from your eyes have been removed. Everything for them is, no matter what you say, I'm telling y'all, Gemini, get this for real. No matter what you say, if you say, like I posted a video, I'm telling you, I posted a video for another zodiac sign saying, show your enemies no mercy, right? I think that's in the title of the video. This is the type of spirit, or these are the types of spirits that will take that. They don't even, honestly, because this is operating in the physical sense. This is fire. We're talking about, this is a lower chakra. They take it in a physical sense. They are always ready to go to war, but it's war within themselves. They have a total recall of something. It's like a person here, you don't even know what thought just popped up in their mind, and they ready to fight. They ready to argue, ready to fight. That is draining for air signs. You, Libra, and unless your moon sign is a fire sign, that may be. But, yeah, these energies, like I said before, I just can't see it for you all. For them, everything is a game of chess. Look at this chessboard right here. Everything is a game of chess. They see the color right here, this deep red right here, like blood on the floor. Everything for them is a game of chess. It's like, yeah, you already made too many. Your ancestors made way too many sacrifices. You don't have time for that craziness. And if somebody is a singer, I don't know who this is. If somebody is a singer and somebody has seen you as competition and saying, well, why don't you go up against so-and-so for such and such and such and such? Look, you know what? I don't even know the energy I'm picking up on for you all. Maybe I have worked with too many Geminis. Maybe I've worked with too many Geminis. Maybe I just have been in contact with just too many high vibrating Geminis. I don't know. Maybe it's a low vibrating Gemini watching. I don't know. I've been around just too many high vibrating Geminis. It's like, yeah, somebody thinks that meek is weak. They're trying to bring out the dark side of somebody. That's what I'm saying. The title of a video that I posted was like, I forget which sign was it. Anyway, basically, show your enemies no mercy. The enemy is within. If you cannot add structure and authority to the enemy within, so it's like, it's something you don't even be a part of. Yeah, something you don't even want to be a part of. You know, you like to do stuff behind people's backs. It's such a turn off. That's the energy I'm picking up from you. Like I said, every person has their own personalized study plan in this school. Yeah. Every person has their own study plan in this school. Somebody may have done something behind your back that you're not even aware of. They could have gotten you involved in some kind of competition. Who knows that you're not even aware of. Just because they're looking for some kind of financial gain. And you're getting all these downloads. So, yeah. Yep. So, source is saying you've already won. You've already won. Something is really, I mean, some people think that you're on some kind of a high horse. Whenever I see that, because somebody could be at a crossroad in their lives right now, and somebody could think that you're on a high horse for whatever, please don't ever buy into that. Don't ever buy into that. Somebody thinking you on some kind of a high horse. I don't care what your age is. Do not buy into that. Don't buy into that. People don't know what chapter you are in your life. See this book right here? They don't know what chapter you are in your life. They don't know. They have no idea. Don't ever buy into that. So 8 and 3 is 11. That means you're getting off the fence. You're enlightened about something. Somebody felt some kind of way about you flying and traveling and all of this other stuff and felt like, you know, you're winning in life. Okay, let's compete. Compete for what? What are you competing for? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's a man who's in construction. I don't know who this is. Somebody's in construction. I don't know why that's significant to your reading, but somebody is in construction. Either you're building something, because I'm looking at this guy right here. Something you're building. Somebody, a man, is building something right now. But stay focused. If you're a guy who's building something, like maybe you own a construction company or whatever, stay focused on whatever it is you're doing. Grow where you are planted. That's the end of that. Don't even get into no mess because somebody did some stuff behind your back, planted some kind of seed in people's minds about something. Keep it moving. Grow where you're planted. Grow where you're planted. Yeah, somebody sacrificed you. Somebody sacrificed you. After all the sacrifices that you made, somebody planted some kind of seed in your mind, and then telling people that you're afraid of something. Like, what would you be afraid? I don't know. What somebody is building something. Some kind of so if after you poured out, because I'm seeing somebody, because this right here lets me know some kind of competition. Some kind of competition. If you like, I don't know who I'm talking to. Somebody cried about something. Somebody cried about something because they felt like your wishes were being fulfilled, things were happening for you, and so and so. Somebody wants to compete. Some stuff was done behind your back. Okay, listen. There's a man with a construction company. I don't know who I'm talking to. It's a Gemini man with a construction company. And some stuff is done behind your back that was exposed. So, hey, congratulations to you. I don't know what man I'm talking to, but anyway. Yeah. You don't even have to talk to them. You don't even have to talk to them. There's not, you don't have to talk to or about them. You don't have to, it's like basically you kind of sort of looking back. Somebody basically reminding you of what some people said about you. That's a memory, but you're just letting it rest. Some people said some stuff about you, and and they played a role in creating a nightmare for you. So anything, trying to get you caught up. Somebody was definitely trying to get you caught up in some kind of a sting. It was like somebody was gonna make you compete for something. Like we're gonna make you compete for something. Let me see, but somebody had a feeling. That's why you were at a crossroad about something. Somebody was at a crossroad about something. Like somebody lying to you about something. Something don't sound right. You feel like you're being sacrificed. So I don't know. Something having to do with your construction contract. Somebody could have been getting ready to sign a contract, and someone was like, don't sign that contract. That was source. So whatever it is. You being an open book, I feel like your heart was in the right place. Your heart was absolutely in the right place. That's why you can go ahead and close it. Number 7. People are going to be asking why? How come you don't want to talk? How come you don't, nothing to talk about? Somebody sacrificed you behind your back. They played a role in sacrificing you behind your back. Ain't say one word. This could have been your business partner, somebody. But I don't know why I keep seeing some kind of a construction site. I'm seeing some kind of construction site for somebody that I'm gonna leave it things. I don't want to be redundant. So maybe somebody was gonna be singing at your construction site, or like a grand opening or something, where somebody's like doing a ribbon cutting ceremony for somebody, or maybe somebody talked about that, or flying you out somewhere, or doing some stuff for you, and some people felt like okay, it was a competition. Somebody could have said a lot of things, maybe bragging about you, but still something was done behind your back. Yeah. There was a lot of stuff that was done behind your back that would make you cry. That would make you cry just knowing that some people needed to be saved from something that, like I said before, their wishes were being fulfilled. Because people thought you was on some kind of freaking high horse. Like, what? Yeah, here we have Genesis. Yeah, so this is the beginning. It's a new beginning for somebody. It's a brand new beginning for somebody. So, yeah. Like restructuring something. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You get off the fence. Your spirit is off the fence. Somebody is being enlightened about something. Somebody could be actually writing a book, too. You'll be writing a book about some stuff. So, congratulations. You all love to communicate, so that could be a form of communication for you. But, yeah. Yeah. 2 and 4 is 6. Somebody been holding on to a lot of inspiration. You inspire a lot of people. And so, this is right here. It's just like you could be inspired. You could be like pregnant with the book. And I'm talking to men and women. You could be pregnant with the book that you've been scared to write. Working through your fears about how this happened to you, that happened to you, whatever the case may be. You pour so much out into people to help people, and when you're at a crossroad, that's something that you can help people with, Geminis, enlightening people. So somebody definitely saw you as, like I said, you're surrounded by people who encourage you, honor each day with gratitude, and that's what I got for you. So this is the general reading. Take only what resonates with you. I'll see you all in the next video. Alrighty, bye.